Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am going to be talking about how I have encouraged my children to play outside more, and let's just hop right into it. Okay, so my name is Nicole. I am a homeschooling mom to a 6-year-old, a 4, almost 5-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old. And we do currently live on property, but everything I'm going to tell you, it's only been for a year that we've lived here. So everything I'm going to tell you is like tips that I have. I think like 6 tips. I think that's right. You'll know by the title of the video. That I implemented when we lived in the city. So it was just regular, I don't know, what are they, like 5,000, 6,000 square foot lot. It was a little on the bigger side actually, but yeah, in the city we could walk to like a million coffee shops and parks and yeah. Okay, so let's get into the tips. So first tip, I probably shouldn't count them because I'm gonna mess up, but first tip is that you actually have to go outside yourself. So when, at least in the beginning, so for example, my 1-year-old's napping right now. My 1-year-old will not go out by herself. Maybe for like 5 minutes, but okay, she's napping. My 4 and 6-year-old are outside. They have been for like half an hour. I just say, oh, let's go outside, or they get the idea, whatever. Anyway, to start, you have to go outside with them. So they're not just gonna, if they're not familiar with playing outside, they're not just gonna go and be happy with it, especially if it's cold. Like we still have snow on the ground right now. And if they weren't accustomed to going outside all the time, they wouldn't want to. I mean, I don't like being in the cold. They don't have like the ideas of what to do. So you go outside with them first because you are their comfort, right? So you are like their blankie or something, whatever. That's like going outside with them. Okay. So that is the first one. When you very first start, you need to go outside as well and be excited about it and be happy. And all of those, things that you've heard before, like there's no bad weather. So just because it's icy doesn't mean, oh, it's cold, we can't go out. It's raining, that doesn't mean anything. Yes, so you have to go outside. Okay, the second one, I'll just go off of that actually. So I have them written down, but I'm gonna switch it around. Second one, so I talked about you being a comfort. So what I did was I created like a comfort space, I guess, a comfort item outside for them. So at our old house, it was, they had a sandbox that they knew they could go to. It was under cover, just under cover of a tree. They knew they could go to the sandbox and they'd always have fun in there, okay? They also had a tree swing that they knew if they couldn't if they didn't feel like being imaginative and coming up with like whatever kids think of, all of their crazy fun ideas, like being Bear Grylls or like, all of that stuff, then they have this other thing that they know that they can go to and they're going to have fun with. I also had like we had like a carport rather than a garage, and then we just had little cars in there. So if it was raining and they went outside, like they would start there and then they would migrate to the backyard. And now on our property, we have a ninja line, and they just got a zip line for Christmas that we set up. But what they actually gravitate toward is my husband built with like, this is a long video, built with like logs and like brush, like a fort in the forest, which that's what they always go to. They covered it with moss. That took them like weeks and they were so proud when they covered it with moss. Anyway, outside of yourself being the comfort item, then create a comfort space that they enjoy playing in and something that they can continuously go to and they know is going to be a dependable, fun thing for them to do. Whatever that is to you. That could also be, I used to do, just one more idea, a sensory table, and I would set up different fun things in it. And that was just kind of like what I really enjoyed doing at the time. I know a lot of people don't really like doing that stuff, but I would set up something different and fun, or like a mud table or a water table. Things like that are also great and really good for small backyards. Okay. All right, and so the next one, kind of going off similar idea. So you're outside with them, right? It's the beginning, you're just getting accustomed to going outside all the time. Do not wrap yourself in, my husband has done this, to leading their play. I don't choose what they play. I might give a suggestion, but I'm not going to lead it. So I mean, I have a few times once they're used to it. I remember when they were really little doing like going on a bear hunt, and so I started like I was the hiker and we were singing the song and hiking around doing different stuff. But in general, you don't want to lead their play. So you're out there, and if they say, you know, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, which it won't last long if they say that, I don't think, because my kids never ask for ideas on what to do because they're so used to it. But you can give them idea, you know, oh, your swing is over there, oh, you know, your sandbox, or oh, there's some, why don't you like line up sticks, or you can give them an idea or hand them something, but you're not saying, oh, let's make some swords. Here, I'm gonna like, I'm saying this because this is what my husband did and I love him and he's so great for doing it, and he's not here every day, so it's totally fine, but it's just an easy example. Let's make swords, and here, I'm gonna whittle them for you, and okay, here, I'll paint them for you, you watch. Here, I'm gonna, we're gonna fight each other, and then you're not gonna wanna fight your brother, not fight, but, you know, sword battle. It's really nice, they do it really nicely. Everyone has clicked away from the video at this point. Okay, and so just things like that. You don't want to say, oh, let's build a fort and like get yourself into the fort building, and then they're expecting you to do it every time. You can tell them how to build a fort and say, oh, what if you put these sticks up and then like use some bricks, and they can't do it. Say, oh, try a different way. But if you start leading their play, they're going to expect that every time. They're not going to learn how to play and stay outside on their own. Okay, another one on a like a don't do, which I don't want to be too negative in the video, but I have never like set a timer or said you need to stay outside for at least half an hour. That makes it feel like a chore and kind of like something that they don't want to do. You could spin it the other way. You could say, well, we have to eat soon, so you can only stay outside for half an hour, so you get your fun in. I don't know, something where it's like, oh, we only have half an hour, we better go play, rather than you need to be outside for half an hour. Then they're not going to view outside as being something that is like desirable. You don't put a timer on something, like a minimum time on something that's desirable and fun to do. So I would steer clear of that. They will just do it. You could set a timer for yourself. I've had to do that. I've looked at the clock and been like, oh, because I'm really sensitive to the cold. I've mentioned that before. And I'm like, it's only been 10 minutes. Oh, so I go in and grab a blanket or something and then come back out. Okay, and I have 2 more. I have no idea how many I've done so far. What we would do, oh gosh, I would say, so out of the weekdays, probably 3 out of the 5 weekdays that last like year or 2 that we lived in the city, we would drive to a trail. And so we had quite a few trails around us that were like so beautiful. They had water, they're paved, and there are trails around you. You just need to search. And so I would bring the boys scooters, or we would walk, or things like that. When you're at a trail, you can't just go inside. You can't just be done. And you are far away from your car as well. So you do want to make sure to bring snacks and pull those out as soon as they get a little bit fussy. But that is like a very big thing. I think that is one of the main things that got my boys like very interested in outside, is we were out there. We couldn't go anywhere else. We couldn't go back inside. And so they had to have fun, and they did, and they loved it. And the scooters were a help, but we did go just walking a lot too. And there's one that's like orchards, and so we would walk through the orchards and like play different imaginative games, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, and then my last little tip is, I'm sure I have a lot more, but this was just what I could like brainstorm, is my daughter's waking up, to make getting dressed easy. So this could be setting out the outfit the night before, so they have pants and stuff. We keep our jackets and shoes and socks all by the front door, so it's easy for them to at least just find pants if they don't have pants on, and then all the rest of the stuff is at the front door ready to go out. So when I'm like, okay, why don't you guys go play outside? And I don't tell them you have to go outside. I say, why don't you go play outside? Again, you get my daughter. But okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I really hope it was helpful. If you have specific questions on like maybe your kids won't go outside a certain time, or like, I don't know, let me know and I can try and help, because I feel like I've gotten my kids pretty good at, they live outside. Oh, here she comes. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to subscribe.